Hello everyone. I'm back, but this time in a different video series. This series is going to be called Wot Mate. The reason is, and you don't see me getting angry often, and it's not anger, it's more of concern. And these videos are not necessarily like me bashing anything or bashing games or just getting angry or sad or whatever. These are supposed to be like videos where we think about something in a game, maybe something to do with Twitch, something to do with like an MMORPG, something to do with a specific game. Today is going to be Guild Wars 2. And if there's something that, you know, I'm not happy with, or I would like a change in, or I would like some discussion on with you guys, and you've just got my face and me talking to you, basically. And today, and before actually we start, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, all along the bottom. Go do it. Press the bell, get alerted. If I don't do that, I'm not a YouTuber, okay? Whew. Now, after this game, I actually say that I'm going to go on Twitter and put up a poll. So today, in Wot Mate, we're going to talk about Guild Wars 2 PvP and a lack of surrender button. Why is there a lack of surrender button? Main reasons given to me by various people on all sides is that players will take advantage of it. Now we'll leave that there for now. We'll pick that up again later. This is a one cut, by the way. This is one single shot all the way through. So if I mess it up, I'm sorry. Guild Wars 2 PvP, no, start with the positives, is probably the best PvP system in an MMORPG on the market today. There is no system that equals it. ESOs, no, doesn't. World of Warcrafts, no. No other system is as good as this. Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm just thinking of games that you can compare with it on some kind of level. Final Fantasy XIV's PvP is awful. And if you want to disagree with me on that, that's absolutely fine. But my God, they don't have the systems that we have in Guild Wars 2. They have an amazing lobby. It's a great lobby, you know, it's a good place to go and hang out. If you want to do PvP, you don't even have to visit the rest of the game. You can just go to the lobby, access all the things you want to access. It's fantastic. It's got a ranked system. It's got seasons. It's got 2v2s, 5v5s, 3v3s. It's got automated tournaments that come up during the day automatically where you can enter them, and then there's a monthly one where you've got unique rewards that not many people have. It's bloody amazing, and I can't even believe why other places haven't even got the bloody system in the first place. There's the good, okay? The bad comes when I am playing this game and matches either, well, a few different things happen. A match is either extremely one-sided and there is no possible way in hell you are going to win. Okay? 2, there is a DC. And when I say DC, I mean there's this disconnection for more than 2 minutes. And there is, you know, no chance of you coming back into this game. Now, the reason I say after 2 minutes is because after 2 minutes, and I don't think this has changed, if you lose a game in PvP in Guild Wars 2 in ranked, you do not lose rank points if someone has disconnected for 2 minutes. Now, my point is that if that's the case, why are you not given a button to eject you from the game, to remove you from that poor experience, to then put you into another match? Because either way, you're not going to lose rank points, to just increase your experience, give you more experience playing more games which are more beneficial for your enjoyment, for everyone else's enjoyment, and to put more people in the queue so queue times are shorter. And those people that are engaged in the game and playing can get back into a queue. This is something which has not been put in the game since, is not in the game and should have been put in the game after the first couple of years. And is something which really should be there. And I hope that they really do put it in there. Now, there is the other reason as well, as I said before, if there's a game where you feel like, you know, you're in agreement. You don't really feel like you're going to get to a point where, you know, you can win this game. There's just no way. They're just absolutely trashing you. Your composition is poor. You know, you don't have any support. There's no team cohesion. Everyone is just annoyed and angry at each other. Instead of continuing that rage, like throughout the chat, like it's just a poor experience. Giving a player that choice to actually exit that experience is something which I feel is very empowering for a player, and to remove themselves from a negative environment. That's on the more mental health level of things for me as a future clinical mental health counselor as well, where I'm just like, that experience is just awful. Yeah, sure, I can mute people, I can block them, but I don't want to do that every time, because sometimes it's just because of the frustration of that singular game that people are in that kind of mood or in that way. Now, in many and a majority of professional esport games, and you know, so many competitive games, esport games, there is a surrender button, you know, and there might be people to take advantage of that, but they're still there. There are ways that they can combat that. You know, if you always surrender, you keep doing that, you know, you aren't able to join queues as fast, and there's different games. I need to think of an example off the top of my head. I can't think of one right now, but you're not going to be doing this all the time. And the problem is in Guild Wars 2, because people have abused the system in PvP so much, and because people have been able to get away with this for so long, because I feel there is a big lenience, there is a lot of leniency in Guild Wars 2, and that speaks volumes to how good I guess the ethos and, you know, the way ArenaNet want to run their game. They want to keep people involved, they want to keep people playing, and they know they enjoy it, but to a degree where it ruins the community. The PvP community in Guild Wars 2 has already been in this place for ever since, you know, the championships all ended and everything else like that. So I really feel like they need to pick up some kind of way to either, you know, increase, you know, some kind of banning system or system to remove players who are just almost not a poison on the community, but they're more of a troublesome element, I will say. But that's for another video. The main issue here is surrendering and people taking advantage of that. The reason to not put a surrender button in this game shouldn't be because people are going to take advantage of it, because there is more benefit to doing this than actually like not having it in there. I consistently have bad experiences in PvP because, one, there is a DC at the beginning of the game and there's 4 of us. Sometimes because the opposite team just aren't playing together at all and just aren't great, in all honesty, you can maybe win there, but you should be given the option at least, okay? Like, they've been DC for 2 minutes, you're not going to lose any rank points in ranked. What's the harm of putting a button in there that ejects you out of the game? Surrender, whether or not it's an automatic, you know, draw and no one wins anything, you know, I don't know. But like, the thing is, the problem is, and the reason that ArenaNet don't do this for as you know, for as much as I know, is the fact that people would just do that at the start of the game, depending on who their verse is. People would just do that to troll, people would do that to win trade, etc, etc. Now, the way they could, you know, could potentially combat that is that neither team actually gets anything out of it at all. Now, that would require 3, I would say maybe even 4 surrenders potentially to get a game ejected out back into the lobby and whatnot. So there's always, you know, ideas you could have to actually, you know, make that experience more positive for everyone, and even for the, you know, the ranking system in the game. At the moment, the ranking in Guild Wars 2 is already weird because you already have a duo queue in essentially a solo queue system. So ranking is already questionable in Guild Wars 2 PvP, as well as different, you know, times of day that people queue and many things that people do that I'm not going to talk about in this video. Basically, I want a point in time where we can have a button on the side similar to where the ready up button is, where you can say, I want to quit, I want to surrender, I want to get out of this poor experience so I can enter another experience which is fun and enjoyable. It's a video game. That's what you should be getting. All right. PvP is a competitive experience. It's frustrating. It's, you know, about you improving and getting better. And of course, I don't want people to just be like, oh, I'm not having fun, surrender every time. And there should be logs where people, you know, if you've surrendered previously in the last 2 or 3 games, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. Something like that. I don't know. But with all the systems and everything that is already in Guild Wars 2, the fact that there's no surrender button when there's a surrender button in Warhammer Online, which is God, how old is that game now? 2008 it came out. They re-released it on a private server, and even they have a flipping surrender button. I'm just like, and I know and there is a ranked mode as well. So I'm just like, this is and they've implemented it in a way which isn't harmful for the community as well. In fact, people, you know, people don't get mad about it. They just leave and they want to get into the next game so they can have a better experience. And I think this is something that is very much needed in this game, on so many different levels. Even as a, you know, competitive players may not agree with me. And the thing is that probably the reason why they wouldn't is because they know that people would take advantage of it. And I don't think that's almost like holding the game to, or the developers to, almost like a ransom or something, you know. Like, the reason you shouldn't do that is because people are going to take advantage of it. Well, that's not how life should be, in my opinion anyway. So I just thought I would have a little rant and get this video out to you and see what you reckon, see what you think. What do you think? Do you think there should be a surrender button? And I'm not saying I'm you know, maybe I feel I'm right, but I could be persuaded the other way. I'm open to suggestion and conversation about different things, and this is where I put it to you. Should there be a surrender button in Guild Wars 2 PvP? And if you answer with no, because people would take advantage of it, that's okay. And maybe many people will think the same thing. But I want to put it over to you. Thanks for watching this video. You Wot Mates, episode 1. And these are going to be coming out at different times when I think about different stuff. Probably the next one will be about Twitch and why the hell I want to put mid-roll ads during your stream. I don't know. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day, morning, noon, night. I hope you are well. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my face. It's not been too horrible. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good night, good day, morning, and have a pleasant Sunday, Christmas day. Bye for now.